In the darkness beneath the ocean's surface, something enormous is moving. It is the largest animal known to have ever lived on Earth. But this giant is only one part of a living world, and its story reveals just how extraordinary our oceans really are.
A blue whale can reach around 30 meters in length, longer than a basketball court.
And its mass can reach well over 100 tons. Inside that enormous body is an equally remarkable organ, the blue whale's heart. Its heart is enormous, built to push blood through one of the largest bodies evolution has ever produced. And yet, when you look into its eye, the giant suddenly feels strangely familiar. Its blue-gray skin carries scars, patterns, and tiny ecosystems shaped by a lifetime at sea. This is not a monster of the deep. It is a highly specialized marine mammal, perfectly adapted to life in the ocean. And every journey through the ocean begins with a breath. A blue whale can produce a powerful column of warm, moist air when it exhales. Then it disappears beneath the surface, sometimes descending hundreds of meters. Down here, sunlight fades quickly. But the darkness is not empty. It is filled with billions of tiny creatures, especially krill. And this is where the largest animal on Earth performs one of nature's most extraordinary feeding strategies. The whale accelerates toward the swarm, opening its enormous mouth.
Instead of teeth, it uses hundreds of overlapping plates called baleen.
Water flows out, while the tiny krill remain trapped inside. It sounds simple, but filtering enough food to support such a massive body requires extraordinary efficiency. During feeding season, a blue whale may consume enormous quantities of krill each day. And when the food disappears, the whale changes strategy. Blue whales undertake some of the greatest migrations in the animal kingdom. They travel between productive feeding grounds and warmer breeding areas. Their journey follows an invisible map written by temperature, currents, food, and seasons. Ocean currents move nutrients across entire ecosystems. And at the foundation of those ecosystems are microscopic organisms that capture sunlight and build the first links of the food web. From microscopic life, to krill, to fish, and eventually to giants like the blue whale. The whale may be enormous, but its survival begins with life almost too small to see. But feeding is not the only thing that makes blue whales extraordinary. They are also among the great voices of the ocean. Their calls are extremely powerful, and low frequency. Sound can travel enormous distances through seawater.
In a world where visibility is limited, sound becomes a way of connecting across the darkness. And perhaps nowhere is that connection more important than between a mother and her calf.
A newborn blue whale enters the world already enormous. But it must grow rapidly, fueled by its mother's extraordinarily rich milk. For months, the calf remains close to its mother, learning the rhythms of an ocean it barely knows. For a moment, the world's largest animal becomes simply a mother protecting her young. But the blue whale's story is also our story. Because the ocean is not a separate world. It is part of the system that supports life across our entire planet.
Marine ecosystems move nutrients and carbon through the Earth system in ways scientists are still working to fully understand.
And when a whale eventually dies, its body can become an entire ecosystem on the seafloor. For years, deep-sea organisms can feed on the nutrients locked inside it. One giant life can therefore support countless smaller lives. From microscopic plankton to the largest animal ever known, everything is connected. But this balance can be disrupted. Ship traffic, fishing gear, underwater noise, pollution, and changing ocean conditions can all create challenges for whales. And as the climate changes, the ocean itself is changing. The blue whale has survived enormous changes. Throughout Earth's history, but modern human pressure arrived incredibly quickly. For centuries, humans hunted whales for oil, meat, and other products. By the 20th century, industrial whaling had pushed blue whales toward the edge. International protection changed their future.
Populations have shown signs of recovery in some regions, but the species remains vulnerable, and recovery is uneven.
The lesson is simple. When we protect the ocean, we protect more than whales. Because somewhere beneath these waves, the largest animal Earth has ever known is still moving through the blue.
And perhaps that is the greatest lesson of the blue whale. Even the largest life on Earth depends on a world far larger than itself. Protect the ocean, protect life.